Ushaikuwa simp. Hauwezi niambia hujaikuwa simp.
Nani?
Ushawahi.
Wapi?
Kuna venye ulimhag.
Mimi kuandika letter.
Babe unaenda Kenya. Kwa mafisi. Ya. Kwanza wakikuona.
Karibuni kwa show on the rocks hapa, episode 4. Today we have like very interesting topics, and it's been a while since tumeshoot another episode, but we are back, and with me I have a special guest today. He's gonna introduce himself. So we were in the same high school together, but now I'm in the letter. He has his own thing going on. He's gonna tell us about it. So bro, cheers for coming through on the rocks.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very happy, Master. Thank you very much.
So maybe you can tell people, like, you know, about you, about whatever you do in the media industry, and where you are right now, at least for them to understand you.
Okay, my name is African Castro. I'm the CEO of a company called Established African. It's a media company that we mostly do talent management, we do talent development, we do media production, and we also do branding and marketing. So it's just one umbrella that has a lot of things to do with developing a brand. So I'm a brand consultant.
All right.
So when we meet, I don't normally look like this. When we meet, I'm more corporate-ish in the field. But you know, I dress down whenever I'm coming. It's a weekend like today, or going to see my friends and stuff like that. Because I'm still young. My soul will forever be young. So, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that, you know, you're doing your thing, man. You know, like I met this guy in high school, man. Tumetoka far. He was way skinnier than this. Sai more fit. Same no amekuwa mubabas, you know. So ladies, shoot your shot, you know what I mean?
Hello. Bray uko kwa keja? Acha na kam sahi. The next 10 minutes.
Anyway, there you have it from him. He's called African Castro, and actually today we had been getting DMs from my fans, and some of them I want to answer their questions. And I have them here.
Okay.
So our first topic for today is man masculinity. You know, like I don't know what maybe comes to your mind when we talk about like man, you know, masculinity.
Okay, first and foremost, if you're tackling the topic of masculinity, mimi naweza kuuliza what is masculinity? You know, like masculinity ni nini? Because I feel like upon your gap, your understanding of masculinity is, because I feel like first and foremost, I feel like masculinity is under attack because of, you know, we're now living in a feminine era. You know what I mean? Now, you know, women run the world. They've been running the world, but now it's when they're getting their, you know, their recognition in terms of, you know, we have a stand, you know, because they've been pushed on the side for a long time, especially in leadership roles and stuff like that. You know, back in the, you know, but masculinity, it all boils down. Masculinity, I think, it's the definition of character that's expected towards a man. You know what I mean? So by the society norms, because masculinity differs in different regions. Masculinity is, we'll be talking east. When we're talking east, we're in the east. But when you go farther to the east, like the UAE and all that stuff, masculinity is way different. You know what I mean? If you're talking like west, masculinity is way different defined. So, but us, we're in the east. So I'll speak from my society and where I've been brought up and what it means. So masculinity is just basically definition of a man being described from his character and who a man is expected to be. So a man is expected to, in terms of behavior, you know, I mean, a provider. A man is expected to be more masculine, you know, the muscles, you know. Now no more up gym, so you know, masculine, like on that level. In terms of you know, let's say you know, just always being there at the forefront of any challenges, any you know, if let's say it's a war, men are expected to show up. If, like, let's say even house chores, you know, men are expected to do more of the, you know, tough labor jobs, you know.
But don't you feel at times ni kama like men, the duties and responsibilities of men right now, like they're too much, you know? Like your expectations, you know?
Okay.
The expectations like a man has right now in society, like ni mob sana. You know, like a man is supposed to do this, lazima fanya sijui nini, lazima, you know, like lazima, and even the challenges that we, you know, we are facing right now as men. I feel like the modern man right now, akona a lot to do, you know, and society is a bit harsh on the boy child right now.
It's true. I think it's very true. The boy child has been really neglected for a long time. I was actually happy to see that Gachagwa's wife, she has taken that role to take care of the boy child. You know, I mean, she's one of the first women in key positions of power to decide, like, okay, I'll take the agenda of taking care of the boy child. I feel like that was whoever advised her, that was a very smart move, because we've been neglected for years, you know. But I think also the reason why we've been neglected is because, you know, men forgot to play their role. You see, when we talk masculinity, femininity, those two things, they boil down to roles. And I feel like feminism came into place, and this word they use nowadays is called equality, came into place and killed the roles. Because nowadays in your household, if you talk about your role is this, my role is that, you know, you're being asked, what the hell do you mean? Unamaanisha nini ati my role? You know, and it can never be the same. You know, even inequality, let's say if we're talking like salary pay, you know, equality for me is like, what value do you bring at the table? So that I pay you X amount of money that you're asking for. Don't start bringing that equality thing. You know, when your boss is being paid X amount of money because he's a male, and you're in the same departments, and you're a female and you're being paid less amount of money. It's the value that you bring at the table at the end of the day. So there's some, you know, it all boils down to, you know, at the end of the day, roles. I think the topic of masculinity comes with the role agenda behind it, and watu wengi wezi kudefine.
Even like since we may touch about finances, as a man, what do you think about finances? Like maybe even in terms of like relationship wise, you know, like things that people deal with outside here, you know, outside like you as a man, maybe it's in terms of, you know, finances, relationships, now like what do you think about that?
For me, it's here's the thing. I feel like, you know, this conversation about equality uletwa tu wakati wa salo, lakini equality iletangwi the time whereby a man is at home na, you know, wife umambia wife, okay, sawa, wataka equality, sawa basi, see, let's split, let's go 50-50. Hapo ndio inaanza kuangalia, but you're not, let's go Dutch. Unaanza kusikia stories za but you know, a man is supposed to be providing everything, you know, my money is my money and your money is our money, like those kind of conversations.
Usema ilikuwa na kitu kingine, usema ati it's a meme that was going around that ati as women we don't get paid at work, we work volunteer, you know, like ati volunteer job, ati so wanaga mishahara, so like in short wanasema like usiwaitegemea mshahara ya dem ama do ya dem, you know.
Nah, I feel like first and foremost, that's, now we're talking courtship, we're talking relationship. You know, relationship is more of two people who came together because they first and foremost loved one another.
True.
Starts from there. Now, when we break down, because love is never enough in a relationship.
True.
You know, it's your presence matters in a relationship. You know, there's a lot of things that goes behind a relationship. You know, are you a listener? You know what I mean? Are you somebody who will play their role when it comes to certain challenges? Because challenges are always there in life. So here's the thing, for me personally, because I'm married, you know what I mean? I have a wife.
Good stuff.
And I have 2 kids.
Congratulations, bro.
But at the end of the day, it boils down to, we never go down to start discussing at you know, you're the man, you're supposed to be providing X amount, you know, I'm the woman. No. The thing is, what are you comfortable taking care of this household? Because we're building a household for the future of our children and for the best time for ourselves, you know what I mean?
True.
So if wife akamua, okay, of course, I still do 90% of everything in the house, you know, regardless, because also, your card you pull all the time, you know, I'm used to it. My wife will still pull that card. Hey, wait, hiyo mpesa si utume tu hapa, you know what I mean? Wait, see, yeah, kuna jamaa na mimi letea manguo, si you know, itakaa mtu indirectly hata bila wewe, you know. But then when I realize most of your expenses, of course, that you're covering for her and yourself and the family, you're the guy who's like, you know, 95% with it. But you know, there's times like, you know what I mean, like when you're in the valleys in a relationship and your woman is like, you know what, let me sort this situation before do yako itoke, ama your check comes through, you know, because we are entrepreneurs.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it varies.
So lazima kwe pia supportive.
Lazima, you know, because at the end of the day, there's that thing that comes with the bondage of love. It's like your 2 partners serving the same purpose. You know what I mean? 2 partners serving the same purpose. And what's the purpose? Purpose hapa ni kuomoka. You know what I'm saying?
Make it.
A house is never built by an architect by himself. An architect has to go see an engineer, a surveyor, you know, all these people. He will come up with, you know what I mean? Nothing ever works in this world without a team. Nothing ever happens without a team.
You as a guy,
Yeah.
you usually have like self-care for yourself.
I have self-care, you know what I mean?
What do you do, like self-care?
Nikienda kinyozi, you know what I mean? Like kwa madho nipiga massage kwa mgongo and all that stuff. Niliona madha kiingililiwa juzi buda. Jo anapiga wanaume massage and all that stuff.
I've seen
And
that,
then you saw that thing, eh?
You're
Going viral.
Yeah, so it.
And that woman was saying like wanawake hukuja huko kuniattack wanasema na wanyang'anya bona zao. But dog, that's the only place. You know, you gotta find these places whereby you know you can get that mental, you know, peace. You know, like ni poa msana kupapasa kiasi budo, unasikia poa yani, you know what I mean? Una relax, unapigwa massage, you know. So cause women have defined themselves in a way whereby they'll go to the spa. Lazima ende spa. Lazima ende massajiwe. Ule mtu ana massage most likely 80% ni mwanaume ama ni dem. You know, but mostly it's men who are doing that. It's because they feel the need that, you know, mwili at least ikuwe loosen. So self-care, you know, start from that, you know, taking care of yourself. You know, and also self-care is taking care of yourself financially as well. You know, make sure unapiga mboka buda. Sasa tunaamka tu yani ni kalia mawe na maboy every day. You know, kazi ni kusmoke tu, you know. Jamaica na mko tu hapo tu mmechill tu the whole day, you know. Piga mboka. You know, hiyo ni self-care pia. Self-care pia ni ku make sure at least unakula chakula healthy. Si kila siku unakula ugali nyama.
Unajiangalia.
You know, unajiangalia, you know what I mean? Unapiga ma cereals, unapiga ma you know, greens and all that stuff, you know. See every day unakunywa pombe. You know, unakunywa pombe occasionally, you know. So you have to create these traits as well. Sabu I was even having this conversation with you know, my partner, and I was telling her like, you know, routine, you gotta study your routine. Routine builds character. Your routine that define character at the end of the day. So that's why like you see a lot of people have mental breakdowns because they don't have a proper routine of what they do. Also another reason as to why people don't have a proper you know, self-care is because of the people they have allowed in their lives. You know what I mean?
Do you as a guy like now these are my fans actually who are asking me this question. Like what's your take about guys like simping? Not those guys who simp, you know.
I know guys who simp. For me, I feel like simping is defined on different occasions.
Like utapata Charlie, for example, like utapata maybe a guy wants a chick, you see. But this guy, other than maybe not believing in himself as a man, so he'll end up simping for this chick. Akiamba kitu kidogo anafanya, akiamba hivi anafanya, na ako na zile like, yani umetoka out of your own position as a man, ufurahishe demu mwingine, and maybe even this, hata maybe udem hata yuko idha yako, you know, but you've simped, yani you're not standing your ground as a man, you know. Like what's your take about like men simping?
I think being a sucker for love is something, hata Tupac alising about it. I think being a sucker for love is something that we all go through as men, you know what I mean? Women are so powerful, bro.
I know.
Women are powerful, man. Bro.
I know.
Kama the strongest men failed because of women. If World War One was because, you know, women were involved, you know what I mean? Like, you know, women are powerful, bro. So I can never like accuse someone for simping, because I've been a simp before. I've been a sucker for love.
Okay.
Bro, I've been a sucker for love until the day I learned that, man, I made a mistake. The only regret that I have for being a simp is because I didn't have money. Kuna dem nilikuwa na date Msomali mazee udem alikuwa rembo, bro. God damn. You know what I mean? Udem alikuwa everything in my whole life, yani nishaiona like, you know, the type of beauty.
Usinini kucheka.
Yeah.
Nacheka kwa sababu one it's your past.
No, it's,
you know,
it's a reality, bro.
Exactly.
Nakwambia tu kweli.
Nacheka kwa sababu I can imagine you simping.
Exactly, bro.
You know, I imagine unambua ruka huko tu how high.
10 foot. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hata ulizi manini.
You know what I mean? So, you know, of course, you gotta go through that phase so that you understand. There's no way you can't learn how not to be a simp if you have never been a simp. You gotta, hakuna mwanaume je kwa simp. Kama mwanaume anakuambia je kwa simp, ni uongo, bro. Ni uongo. Let me tell you one thing. You know what I mean? Everybody has been a simp. Hakuna msaje kwa simp. You know why? Especially if you're attracted to ladies. Now I'm talking about being attracted to ladies.
Nilikuwa nanga John ulize.
You know what I mean? Ushaikuwa simp. Hauwezi niambia ujaikuwa simp.
Nani?
Ushawahi.
Wapi?
You wanna tell me you've never ujaimu kidem moja ukamchase like the wind, bro?
Ni mchase.
Umchase. Ujai chase them?
Ni chase pesa alafu ni mchase pia yeye.
Si story tunado. All the time.
Ndo nasema.
Mimi naongea story ya love affair.
Sisemi.
Stories are all.
Sisemi ati
affairs of heart. Bro, you've never met a shorty you were heart struck. You've never met any shorty, bro, you were heart struck.
Haikuwa kusim. I was young. You know me, nilikuwa
mimi naongea about high school, like even high school.
Unaona after nitoke Kitisuru, I went to UG.
Yeah.
So in UG, I fell in love. But I was young, you understand?
It's true.
I even cried.
Continue.
Unajua, wacha nikushow.
There you go. Ushajibu, ushakuwa simp.
No, listen.
Kauli leo ulikuwa simp. Kauli ulikuwa simp.
Sikuwa najielewa.
Hata mimi sijailia, lakini
hata uelewi kwa nini nililia. Niulize.
Kwani ulilia?
Nililia. Alikuwa anamaliza shule. Alikuwa ameniacha na 1 year.
Okay.
So, wasi wamefanya exam. So, akifanya paper yake ya mwisho, sikuwa nakaende. Unaona, but najua ataenda. So, unaona nilikuwa sijui form 3.
Okay.
So, akienda tulikuwa najua stamuona. So, alikuwa narudi Kenya.
Okay.
So, nikalia cause, you know, but that's not simping.
No, I mean, at the end of the day,
hiyo ilikuwa tu ni mapenzi tu ya ujana sana.
But you know, najua nikiboil down to this story very much, bro. I know, nda find out the truth. Na nda find out ule mtumia mpaka leta. Kuna venye ulimhag.
Kuandika leta.
Babe, unaenda Kenya. Kwa mafisi. Kwanza wakikuona.
Wada nikwambie.
I know, niki break down his story.
Yeah, bro. Kuandika leta siku. Let me tell you, their faces.
You simped, bro. Nikubali tu. Unajua kusimba kusimp. Let me tell you one thing. People think that simping is such an ugly thing, but there's no other way you can compliment a woman's beauty until you simp, bro.
No, but
you gotta simp for a woman.
No,
you gotta bow down. Let me tell you one thing, bro. The reason why atukiangalia like these men who come out in social media and they talk about like you're a simp, you know, wanitangwaje kinodhia, wanitangwaje hawa watu wanitangwa kinodhia.
Watu wa gani hao?
Like us who simp, like wanaitanga kinodhia, si ndio?
Kinodhia, Mr. Lambistic himself in charge of whips. Oh, Karaka, brother.
There's a simping.
There's a name iko huko nje wanaitwa makinodhia. Let me tell you one thing.
Like you're not even being a man.
You had to go through that phase.
You see, you can unaweza penda msee. Unanipata? Kupenda msee na upende msee sana. That is not simping. That is love. But kuna nao umependa so mpaka umeji downgrade.
Exactly,
like
bro.
Now whatever unaambiwa wewe, you know, you go with
it.
Unataka kuwa impress, you're stooping low.
Guys, let me just ask this guy one question.
Yeah.
Ukiona dem of course finances are involved, right? Watakunyambia na ulikuwa unapewa pocket money, si ndio? Ukiwa chuo, si ndio?
Of course.
Watakunyambia kuna jinyima ndio uweze kumpatia at least the best of the best at some point.
Ma break, unajua ma break time nini?
Kuna time ulijinyima kubai chipo hivi ama kubai njumu fulani ulikuwa na like ndio ubaye udem, si ndio?
Definitely.
Exactly, you simping, bro.
What if?
That's simping. It's just that you didn't know that you were a simp. Kind of imepatia realization, my nigga.
Wow.
You were a simp. You gotta simp, bro.
I think we have
gotta simp.
I think
let me tell you,
different definitions of simping.
Bro,
you know
simping is being a sucker for love. That's the whole essence of being called a simp. And it's not a bad thing. Let me tell you one thing. The problem is, the problem with simping is when you overdo it. You gotta do it for a period. You gotta be a simp. Let me tell you, at the Bible you can be humble yourself before the Lord and he will lift you up. You gotta humble yourself before the nanny so that you can get the cardi. You gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Let me say
at some point
about simping,
bruh, let me tell you, utaruka kumit boy wako na nakuitia hustle kama udem ulikuwa na chase amekwambia to meet the same time ubo amekwambia meet no una feel like ro you enda pali nataka maji.
Okay.
Trust you me, leo ni kuambia na kuitia hustle.
Ya do.
Na kuna dem nilikuwa na kuintroduce na amechukua roho yako. Utaniambia bro nipatie 30 minutes. Hata utachelewa. Utakujia hiyo do. Lakini utaniambia Castro, please. Nitachelewa na 30 minutes na utakama up na excuse. Maze nimepata flat tire. Nipatie 30 minutes lakini nakami mboka. Ndio umetuo demu mwambie nianje, come twende mito. Ukae kwa gari, nipige mboka. Kutoka hapa tunaenda pale tunafaa tunaenda. You will do that, bro. You know why?
I think
you know why? It's the essence of simping. So msa say kudanganya. Let me tell you one thing. Kwani utanyonga mpaka ukufe? Let me ask you one thing. Because these niggas act like, you know, you can never simp for a babe or nini. Bro, utanyonga mpaka udedi.
Unajua
nigga hata gorilla kwangi kinyonga buda.
Kuna
buda minda simp my nigga any day. Like if let's say God say nimepitia your era, I can no longer simp because now I got the woman on my life. You know what I mean? I got the partner on my life. But bro, to get that babe, my nigga, like let me tell you one thing, ladies. If a nigga doesn't simp for you, that nigga will just hit it and leave you. Believe you me. You know why they're using this word simping? So that get rid of that thing of inaitwaje wanaitangaje ladies, like, you know, you gotta chase her to get her. They want to get rid of that period. Yeah, you know what I mean? Wanaume want to get rid of that period. You know, I'm talking like this because I have a daughter, and I'll tell her the truth. If that nigga doesn't simp for you, that nigga will never love you. Believe you me. Anaitaka tu quick kama ameenda. Kama chase vitu zingine. But let me tell you, don't be misguided. This internet is full of lies, bro. A lot of these guys are coming out on social media, on digital, you know, media platforms saying don't simp. Bro, they're lying, bro. You gotta simp to get a lady. There's no two ways around it, bro. Kwani wewe ni mtafa nigga, basi enda utafuta bro, enda utafuta mlipe do, wewe you do your business, no enda shughuli zako, bro. A lot of these guys they don't want good women. A good woman will make you chase it, my nigga, any day, and you gotta be a simp, bro. Utaenda upige hiyo magoti umpatie maua at some point. You will do it, bro. And you will go to the parents and ask the parents, please give me an opportunity to take your girl out. You will do it.
And let me ask you, fine.
Simping is positive.
Other than
nobody, the only time there's toxic simping. Let me tell you hivyo tu. Toxic simping ni whereby umekubali saa dema kumanipulate. So kuwe mjinga. Mpaka uanze kufanya vitu kwa social media unakatuka mtu mjinga yani. You know what I mean? Simping is positive, bro, but this toxic simping. Toxic simping is when a man allows a woman to manipulate him. That's when now it becomes toxic simping. So we gotta define these words very nicely. You know what I mean? You gotta, like, bro, you have to marinate a babe.
And let me ask you,
before a babe, even a client. Bro, if we're talking simping, a lot of people who give me business are women in positions of power, bro. After kujua corporate when you ask kissing kwanza ndio imekuwa the norm.
What's your take on?
We simp every day. Kama uko na mdosi, you are simping every day. There's nothing you're talking about here. Uko na mdosi, man, them. Now when Charlie, you are simping every day.
Castro,
Hata mimi ni hustle.
let me ask you.
I simp to get these jobs.
What do you think? What do you think in when it in masculinity about men? What do you think about when it comes to like men cheating or women cheating on maybe their boyfriend or their spouses? Like how do you like see it?
How do I see it? Okay, here's the thing. So first and foremost, mimi niliachwa na dem just kwa na pesa. You know what I mean? And I valid. So I had to step up. I had to get my money up, right? Na bado sijageti ile donataka, but I'm still on the way up. But bro, at the end of the day, you don't control any human being. I'm not a narcissistic individual. Ndashina nikiambia dem fika hapa by saa 6. Toka hapa hii masaa nimeze. Nikitoka hapa ndo tunatoka. Nikirudi hapa ndo bro, let me tell you one thing. And I'm sorry to say this, fellas. This vagina is not yours. It's for your woman. Hautaitoe kwa cabinet, uifungie, umwambie saa end out. Ama uweke kwa mfuko ifiche. It's not yours, it's hers. And whatever she decides to do with it, it's up to her. You know what I mean? So for me is I like being liberal in a relationship. You know what I mean? You can, like, if a woman wants to cheat, she'll cheat.
True.
But her character and her own sincerity in terms of if she wants, a good woman will stick to the rules she wants. When a woman decides not to cheat and become your spouse, ni endo ali decide. It's not you that you decided. It's her that she decided. So me, if I wake up today and I found out probably my lady cheated, should I get angry? Should I get disappointed? Should I get, should I feel sad?
Would you forgive cheating?
Of course I would. I would. You know why? It varies. If she caught me cheating, bro, it's touche. Tunazoza. Yende kaende. Because, she caught me cheating. But if she didn't get me cheating and she decided to cheat, of course, I'll be disappointed. You know what I mean? Especially if she cheats with somebody that I know. I'll be disappointed. You know what I mean? Now, here's another scenario. If you cuffed a babe and you're both struggling financially, and she decided to cheat to create an opportunity for both of you, would you still be mad?
You're asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Like, mmeparara, hauna hustle, hauna mboka, lakini demu yako ni wire, chuma. And then
mi sitaka pressure.
Apate. Relax tu. Dem bado nakula. Najua mimi nimepata madem like dem corporate ana job imeweza lakini chele yake ni conductor.
Can I tell you something?
But here's the thing.
Let me tell you something.
Acha nikuulize. Nataka unijibu swali. Because a lot of guys like we avoid these questions all the time. I want you to jibu me this question. Mnaishi like unajua udem huwezi mpatia the lifestyle that you deserve. But anakwambia niko na opportunity ya kuorganize a job. Kuorganize a job this plan. Asikuambie terms and conditions ni nini, lakini after your job akuja kuambia ni aje. Najua libidi nilale na mdosi ndio pati job.
After sasa hiyo ni after.
Ni job inakulipa 200k. Na huko na hustle huko na kitu. Unaweza jamba.
Hey, wewe ni boys.
Alafu
wewe ni team player.
Alafu na jamu nini? Wanaume sio mnakasirika ngani unaona mwanaume atoka.
Unajua unaweza pata mse amecheat for the wrong reason. Maybe dem tu alienda amefurahishwa mahali tu
na dem unafaa kuwa naye.
Ndio nasema.
Dem like there's different ways of cheating. Yeah. If this babe cheated just to have satisfy herself, my nigga, she's selfish. Achana naye, drop and then on to the next.
You see now what you asked me about umeniuliza kuhusu ati if ka tumeparara na niko na dem chuma painting kabisa what will I umeniuliza like neza maneuver aje.
Exactly.
Now let me tell you, mimi I value peace of mind.
Exactly.
Mimi peace of mind is my number one goal.
Me too.
So dem neza mwacharo safi. Ndasumbuka bure italipia boss. Siwezi kosa I'd rather
Joji skiza. Umeka for how long in a relationship? Niambi any relationship umeka for how long? Na ilikuwa how many years?
Ndakushow
Niambia, sina kuuliza sahi. Nataka unijibu sahi.
Nimekaa kwa relationship
For how long?
But then let me tell you, unaona history hapa tunaongea hapa hata sijui nini. Me but I don't take relationships for fun. Ama games. Mimi nikijicommit mali I am wingi.
Aya, so una set the precedence of the relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aya. For how long have you stayed in a relationship, bro?
Kama 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
4 years. 4 years ni kidogo muda.
Nataka
ukae kwa relationship for like a good 7 years, 8 years buda ndo ujue relationship ni nini.
Ndafika.
Ndo nataka. Because at the end of the day, bro, there's something that normally happens in a relationship. Bro, let me tell you one thing, bro. Let me tell you. It also varies with how umeamua kuweka this lady that you're with in your heart. You gotta separate the affairs of the heart and the affairs of the world, bro. At the end of the day, you gotta separate those two things. You know, start position here. You know, I like using the Bible because I've been on a lot of stories that are relatable. But King David alimada soldier wake. Ule msanaenda kumchungia territory buda. Like uni boy wako. He can take a bullet for you. Yeah, he can take a bullet for you any day. Akameka frontline yo. Aplake wife yake, si ndio? Bro, would you want to be in that position whereby baba anakuondoa out the way ndio kwa wife yako, ama he gives both of you the next level of life unataka? Because you see, here's the thing, muulizanga say swali umekwama una another form, because of these levels of cheating you have to allow in your life.
No,
umeparara hauna kitu, huwezi provide udem anakwambia niaje, mimi kuna mzaya ameni approach leo na ameniambia hivi.
How many kwani unafuta ni mademo ngapi?
Siko na business plan.
Unafuta ni mademo ngapi hata wanaweza kama kukushoot tukayo.
Bro,
tuanzie tu hapo.
It varies
kidogo sana. Let me tell you.
It varies with the tension yenye uletea dem. Ndio kama unakanga msi uptight. You know, like ukiongea tu sio chali mwingine hivi mpaka unaanza kujamu. Hata usinishike leo. Like ukikam say uptight. Acha nikwambie madem ni wase wapoa sana, bro. It's just how you choose to live in a woman's life. That matters, bro. Madam, let me tell you.
But
me, I love women. Women are, you know, a woman. You just gotta learn how to live with a woman, bro. Bro, mimi nishikuwa na dem mazi, sikuwa najua dem alikuwa lesbian. Sikuwa najua. Na ni dem mwingine alikuja kaniondolea dem tu.
Umepitia vitu mob wewe.
Bro, me have gone through things, my nigga. So that's why I'm in this show. So me is gonna do out them guy. I gonna them, you know, they normally do their own thing on the side. So by the time nilikuwa na kamkulan, nikamuuliza, okay, check it. What's the reason ya kuniacha ndo uende udem? Udem akanyapia. Yeah. Rosafi, let me keep it real. She goes down on me better than you do. Na nikakubali. Na hii ni ile time tu yani tuko harakati ya kuhasa. So I had to let her, kusababu alikuwa on the fun side of it. Her she was for the experience side of it. You gotta know your person, you know. By the time you're settling with somebody, you gotta know all essence of what the things that trigger, the things that make her happy, the things that make her sad. You gotta know person holistically, inside out. By the time you're deciding to settle with someone, you gotta know, you gotta go through all these tests of life. So that you know, and kuna wanaume usimanga until you cheat on a woman and see how she'll react. Akikuacha, she was never meant to be with you.
No, but you see what?
Kuna wanaume wamekipio as an ultimatum of knowing if a woman will be down with you.
There's one thing you
but ukireverse hizo roles, mwanaume hizi stand ode makicheat.
Of course.
Hata piga nduru mpaka apige roof hata ya kujitoa, you know what I mean?
There's one thing you've said na imenifanya like I like your perspective.
Yeah, bro, you gotta be liberal.
Your perspective come to like the fact that umesema you can forgive a woman who can cheat.
I gotta know what was the purpose of cheating. I just gotta know. They must kuja kwambia I cheated because your sex game is down. Nigga, tupo ode minjo.
And let me ask
on my life. No, they must kuja kwambia I cheated because I felt like, you know, I felt like I need you were never giving me the attention I deserved. Tupo them takataka. Oh, she belongs to the streets. You gotta know if a woman belongs to the streets or she's a team player, bro.
We have kula swali ngine.
You gotta know that. So did you date a team player or did you date a woman who deserves to be in the streets? You gotta know those two things by the time you're settling with a woman.
So you what?
And even for women, you gotta know if this nigga is meant to be in the house or he belongs to the streets. He's a community guy. Mtoka mnashare hapo na other women. Wewe umebaki tu hapo ukiwa embarrassed. Guys, you just gotta know what you're signing up for. It's like a contract. Job contract ukiingianga unaambanga these are your KPIs. You know what I mean? Hizi ndo mboka zako za, you know, list of the day unafanya. You gotta know what exactly you signed up for. By the time you're deciding, this is the person I want to live with for the rest of my life. Me, I wouldn't mind. Nimeparara, sina means ku provide. Wifi niambie ni aje, niko na mboka lakini itabidi nipatie msee yaga. Zoza. Nipatie hiyo kazi. Mimi niendelee kusonga mbele. Bozonga mtu yana kula. Tuna noma.
You, what's your ideal?
They forget.
What's your ideal woman for you? In very
a team player. For me.
So for you, your ideal woman is a team player.
Ah, bro, she gotta be a team player. Alafu,
good stuff.
There's loyalty. There's loyalty to a point of whereby she can even feel free to tell you some of these things openly. Mimi create your room. Ya dema nyambe kila kitu.
You see today, like, na feedback, kuna feedbacks napata na maswali napata.
Okay.
Like, I'll try to answer as many questions as I can.
Okay.
Kulikuwa nasema, like, in terms of even men, how would you tell, like, a woman is not interested?
Okay, I think it's so easy to tell a woman when she's not interested. There's certain things that you used to do for her that really mattered. If those things you still apply them and they no longer matter, you just know this lady is not interested. Like, it's so easy to know when a woman is off you. You know, there are men wanakuanga wametupa tu rada, yani hata wajuangi dem alishamtoka. You know, this thing of, they say ati by the time a woman is leaving you, alikuwa shakuacha 2 months prior. Say ati kitu really born for that period.
But it's true.
Yeah, it's always true. It's true. But never let that thing fika to a point where about 2 months later ndo una realize akikwambia na kuacha alishakuacha kitambo. Because in the midst of those 2 months kuna a lot of embarrassing things that atakufanyia. Utafeel another crush ego yako. May just talk about these things because I normally tell men, don't place your ego and pride on your woman. Those are things that you keep to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, those are pride and ego watches back in our toy. Like, but never place pride and ego to a woman. You know what I mean? Never do that. They'll crush you, bana. Samson, kwa Bible, ali go through what na Delilah.
True.
Kama unajua hiyo story.
Najua story.
Ali go through.
Mimi nilikuwa nafaa kwa priest. Okay, si ati nilikuwa nafaa kwa. Nilikuwa nagaga kwa priest.
Thank you, Bishop George. Ndio you hapa in the house. So, church in the building.
Mimi nimesoma shule ya church. So nikapotea mali tu priorities zili but I know najua story ya Samson na Delilah.
Exactly. Nearly happened na Delilah. Kwa nini Delilah alibidi afanye Samson hivyo?
Because aliapproachwa na walikuwa naitwa the Philippines. Aliapproachwa na because I think the Philippines walijua tu the only way we can get to Samson is through this woman.
Exactly. What did so you see that's toxic.
Unajua Samson alikuwa anamdanganya, alimdanganya mara ya kwanza, akamdanganya mara ya pili. So mpaka dem kafika point. And listen, you see even in life, that's why for me I know like
women cheat.
And I have to put my priorities very straight.
Exactly.
I know women have a way of getting to someone.
Exactly.
It's like a gift they have, you know. So even when I'm doing things, ni ngumu kama nimeseta akili yangu hivi. Ni ngumu sana mtu ati kwanza dema kuja anifanye nikose kufanya vile.
Exactly.
Because I know how it goes. Angalia story ya Samson, angalia story ya Solomon.
It's Solomon.
You know, the wisest man in the world, you know. But
God took out the richest. So unachiki like, so at the end of the day, ndo mimi nasema lazima tuje kuishi na ungwana manze.
True.
You have to learn how to let your woman blossom and glow.
True.
Bro, if most of this, if she's a provider in your household, she has a say.
True.
Always kaa hapo sema ati jimi ndo mwanaume lazima ndo ni this. Bro, kill those norms. Utakufa hapo hivi na heartbreaks, bro. By the time you are realizing what your woman has been doing behind you, utachizi.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You know, be liberal. Kubali, like kama udema na pull a stake in your household, wache ibaki hivyo. Let her do her thing. Si unampenda?
True.
Nini nyingine unaanza kumconfine hivi, kumdefine, kumredefine? Bro, let your woman be. Let her glow, let her shine. Akita kwa hiyo social media, mimi naona mpaka wanaume siku hizi wanaambia madem kinyo wanaweza post, kinyo wezi post. I'm like, bruh, who the fuck raised you? I'm sorry for cussing. But naulizanga wanaume, who raised you, bro? Unaambia mpaka dem yako venye anakaa kwa social media, baba. Kwani who are you to set morals? Kama laws zimesetiwa na zuanga broken every day.
True.
Who are we? So, you know, the only person who define how you need to live, what you need to do, ni God. And no man is God. We're all built in his likeness, but no man is God. You gotta keep this understanding in life. Mimi hakuna kitu dem sahi, hata wife alishachoka kunitukana na kunyambia hizo vitu zote alikuwa ananiambianga. Alichoka kusikilingi kitu.
Uko immune?
Bro. Nilishakubali bro. At hizi touching points dem atasema ati ndio uanze kusikia vibaya. Bro, I already moved on that.
I think that but you have that kaki firewall flag.
Kuna madem walikuwa hapo before yao walinyambia vitu was buda. Like ushaambwa na dem utakuwa cabbage your whole life. Wewe yani hakuna mahali unaenda. Like wewe ni kinyangarika. Najua mimi nyang'anywa dem na sports player. Ananiambia hebu follow your Insta story. Unaona toxic. Mimi nimego through the most toxic relationship ever bro.
Na hata nikuulize.
Na nikakubali. Na hizo vitu ndio nilifanya na sikulia. Nilicheka, matter of fact nilikuwa na maboy tunacheka nao. Na inauma lakini utazoea. Si bien aliwaambia. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you last question for this episode, yeah. Would you date yourself?
Nah, I can never. I mean, for me,
no. Like, are you getting? Like, if you are a chick, would you date you? Remember, that is our last question.
I think for me, I just like the opposite.
You wouldn't date yourself?
The opposite sex. Like, there's no way. Nezaka in a period of being lonely is worse than going through these trials and tribulations. I think it's more fun when you are experiencing life with another partner than experiencing life by yourself. Me meet a lot of lonely old folks and they look miserable. You know the essence of being in this world, because a lot of people don't know why we're in this world even, bro. Ask yourself, are you existing or are you living?
But Castro, I'm asking you, would you date yourself? Like, if you met a babe, not even if you met a babe, say a female, say you now, umepata kuna dem mwenye, like you, if you are a woman, would you date yourself? When you're unajijua, so when Castro, you know your character.
Okay, ask me from a standpoint of a man, because I'm a man. Me is go a date.
Like, how difficult date? Okay, maybe let me switch it up.
Yeah.
Would you date a chick maybe who has similar character like you?
Like me? I mean, we tend to be with the people who are just like us all the time. Like connected relationships. Like, look at our parents. I think our parents are the last generation of people who talk about a story, like who have been in a relationship for 40 years, 50. You know, the last generation. Because these generations okay, let me say I am the last generation. Because me, the woman you'll see me with, because I already understand her. So she's just like me, and we are both open thinkers, and we are both liberal, bro. Like at the end of the day, you gotta live with somebody who's just in tune like you. That's what naskianga. Positive vibes attract, negative vibes repel. So you gotta stick with somebody who they're in tune with what you do. We can be skilled in different fields. She could be an engineer, I'm a businessman, you know what I mean? We're totally different in terms of skill sets, but character, norms, kila kitu tunapenda, we love them together. You just gotta, I feel like you gotta choose somebody as well when you enjoy zile vitu enjoy in life. Me, I enjoy. I don't go to clubs to drink. I drink with my baby over there, my shorty. You know what I mean? I don't like to, to go cook enjoy foods go kwa restaurant. I like cooking with my shorty. Because pia kuna foods anapenda kucook. Like I just enjoy that type of stuff. You know what I mean? When shit hits the fan, I still enjoy being with her. Because she atacheza role yake. Na mimi ndacheza role yangu.
Atakuwa
team player. Tazoza. At the end of the day, the essence of it all is to live a better world. These kids that you get with these children, with your women, or these women that you get, and or women at the same time, these men that you decide to have children with. At the end of the day, these children we gotta focus on the children. We gotta give them a better life than us. That toxic stuff that you went through, always like if you love life, you grow to become you know, a humanitarian ambassador. Unataka tu kuona humans wakilive a better lifestyle than, you know, than what we went through. You know, mistaki wati wangu ende CBC. Nataka ende GCSE, so I'll do whatever. My kids go to GCSE. I can never let my kids go to CBC or 844 yenye ilikuwa before, because I vowed to myself that when I get a kid, I want them to live a better lifestyle than me.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So whatever it takes to give them a better life. Unless the only thing that I cannot do is compromise my soul. My soul belongs to God.
Okay.
I can never sell my soul to the devil. So sikuna vitu siwezi fun. Ati ndio niweze kusatisfy mtu. Ati hiyo mimi mwenyewe ndakata.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I can never sell my soul to the devil. I can never. My soul is not for rent to anyone. You know, it only belongs to God. Because I know when we leave this world, we transition to another world, and nobody knows what that other world is. But I want to keep that positivity until the day I go, because that positivity is what we live on after you leave this earth. Nataka kuala wase, unachikinga wala wase who die, kila mtu anasemanga tu everything positive. Hakuna mtu anasema anything negative about that guy. I want to be that person by the time I'm leaving this world. You know?
Good. So guys, there you have it, from Castro. So this is the end of our show for today, episode 4. Make sure like you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So see you guys on episode 5. I'll be hosting it again with Castro on a different topic. Peace out.